It is what it is, ladies and gentlemen. Oh
Woo!
my goodness. So,
We laugh.
we just learned that the last 20 minutes that we have talked recorded absolutely nothing but our beautiful faces. So, if you are good at lip reading, we would love for you to go there and check it out. If not, consider it a private conversation of 20 minutes that you were stuck behind glass and we're not going to relive. Because, well, oh well. So consider this,
Life
ladies and
happens.
gentlemen, episode 22.5. My 22 and a half.
Point five?
0.5.
Point five.
I'm Patrick. That's Greg. And that's
Hi.
Alex over there.
Hello.
You know what the best part is, fellas? I think I'm going to, in our show notes, put all the stuff that we talked about before all this. How about that?
Just to see if people actually read it.
It's going to be great.
Yeah.
It's going to be great. So, sorry about that. I do apologize. OBX, which is our recording software, decided it was going to have an update. And instead of checking things, I decided let's go with it. Well, I went wrong. And so, here I am again, on the wrong side of things, but I accept my failures and I will grow from them. Anyways, good.
Evening.
Excellent. Are we up? Are we
Yeah, we're up.
twitching?
We are good.
Yep.
Sweet.
I'm
So,
in.
a little bit of what we talked about the movie
Sorry.
Burp. Onward.
That was
Well, Greg, you and I saw what he was consuming before the start of this. And so, hey, that's what champagne does to you, right?
The champagne
that's
of
what
beers.
the champagne of beers does.
Wouldn't know, man. Never had it. But
Nope.
Onward.
You're not missing much.
It's a
Onward.
It's a Disney Pixar flick. Alex and his family and me and my family saw it this weekend. And Greg, we really think that you would dig it. It hits all the feels, especially as brothers, which is interesting. It hits all the feels, and it's got a D&D theme that runs all through it. So, yeah, you'd really dig it, man. It'd be a fun one. He looks thrilled.
Yeah. He does.
Yes. Sorry.
It was a reset.
Yep.
Yes.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
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 Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Apples.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Hey, Greg,
you don't watch that. I know you don't watch that one, PT.
what's that?
Rick and Morty.
Rick and Morty.
No, sorry, I've missed it.
I think so. No, it's all right.
It's all right.
I do know who Pickle Rick is.
I understood that reference.
I understand Pickle Rick. But beyond that, no, I've got nothing.
I'm a pickle. I'm Pickle Rick.
Yep, that's it. That's the one. And then he massacres all the rats. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I'm with you. Mom, if you're listening, don't YouTube it. It's not appropriate.
No.
No.
Please don't.
Don't watch that show. That show, all right. The hardest part about that show, Patrick, and I get your
Aversion?
the hardest part about that show, and I get your concern, like, because it's honestly, it is not wholesome in any way, shape, or form. And that's the hardest part about it. But if you get past that, if you get into everything else that shows, like that's in that show,
Yeah.
it is so, the writing in it. Dan Harmon and who's the other guy, boyo?
Justin Rowland.
Justin Rowland are, and the rest of the writers on that in that team that write for that show. It is brilliant. They just do such a good job. It is highbrow comedy hidden in lowbrow one-liners and a gratuitous amount of swear words. And if you get past that, it's hilarious.
So
So
if you were to censor the whole thing, like censor
it
the show, how much of it would actually be worth watching?
Every fifth word.
That's what I figured. Yeah. See,
yeah,
and that's why I can't jump into it.
and
But
that's why you can't jump into it. And I get
yeah,
it, and it's understandable.
but I don't know. Just I heard that the way this show is put together, like he just talks, he just does his thing.
No, he gets drunk, and then he does his thing.
Okay. Well, is that every episode or just one or two?
And
Yeah, no,
every
he's
episode.
inebriated. He's inebriated through the entire series.
Oh my
So
goodness.
he's sober when he does the lines for Morty. He is drunker than a skunk when he does the lines for Rick.
Are you kidding? How can you do that? Like you can't flip back and
Carefully.
forth, so obviously he's not doing both voices in the same sitting. He's
No.
doing one voice and then he goes back and does what he does for the other voice.
And then he does all the additional characters that he also does.
That's insane.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a scary way of method acting too, I guess. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I heard that's why or how, Heath Ledger lost his life was that
Mhm.
he's a method actor and he got so deep into the mentality of the Joker that
Mm-hmm.
It just
he,
took his.
he lost his life to it. So,
Jack Nicholson warned him.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Jack Nicholson is on the record telling him, dude, don't go down that rabbit hole.
Wow. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he had some good stuff. Heath Ledger.
Yeah.
I one of my favorites, I guess, growing up was A Knight's Tale, and the way
Mhm.
he pulled that one together.
I actually thought that was his first credited thing.
You thought it was his first?
Yeah, I thought that was his first credited movie.
Maybe as him as the lead. No?
No, 10 Things I Hate About You.
Right, and that was the one that's a play on Shakespeare, isn't it?
Both of them are. Kinda.
Okay.
So, A Knight's Tale, they have Geoffrey Chaucer is in there as well. He's the herald.
Oh yeah,
But-
he cracks me up. His first entrance is stark naked.
Mhm. And then throughout the movie,
Not
he just
once,
ends up.
not once, but twice in that film.
Yep.
He is shown with no clothes on.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Don't worry, Mom. It's just his buttocks. But it's just like, oh my goodness.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing too, though, because that's Alan. Isn't it? No. Alan Tudyk plays crud. Who does he play? He plays the friend.
I think he is the herald.
In 10 Things?
No. Chaucer's played by another person.
Let's find out. Anyway, keep going.
Yeah, I don't remember who that I don't remember who that actor is.
All right. Paul Bettany.
That's it.
Paul Bettany. Alan Tudyk plays Watt.
Not
W-A-T.
good.
What? I'm a what?
What?
Yeah.
Alan Tudyk is the one I remember because I love him. He
Mhm.
played so many great characters.
You always got to remember he's a leaf on the wind.
I'm a leaf on the wind.
Oh my goodness. Please, Firefly, bring it back.
Yep.
Yeah. No.
Please have
Did you
him.
realize that's who it was?
Bring it back.
He did.
He also plays. He also does the voice for the droid in Rogue One.
Rogue One, yes.
Rogue One. Yeah.
Yeah, he does Rogue One. He does the voice for the droid. He does a bunch of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Oh.
It's unfortunate how many people they had to, spoiler alert, kill in Serenity, and the fact that he was one of them.
Spoilers.
Sorry, not sorry. That movie's like older than my kids, so
Yeah. No, yeah, that's true. Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's pronounced Tudyk.
Tudyk.
Tudyk. Tyoo Dak Dik. Tudyk. Sorry. Google rabbit hole. All bad. There's still no one in chat.
That's all right. So Firefly and Serenity, those
Yep.
were definitely some go-tos. What were some other go-tos that we just grew up always keying into? For me, it was Star Wars. Every time Star Wars came on TBS, it didn't matter how many times we saw them. We'd stop and we'd watch it with Pop.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Goldeneye. Any of the James Bond films.
Any of the James Bond films.
Any of the James Bond films.
Yeah.
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 And
I
it didn't
grew up
matter
watching.
who James Bond was.
Nope. Well, I think Dad's favorite is Roger Moore.
Really?
I think so.
Interesting. I think mine will always be Sean Connery. Even though he's not English. He's not English, is he?
He's not English. No, he's Scottish.
He's Scottish. So,
Yeah.
but he still makes, in my heart, the best of the old James Bonds.
Yeah.
All right. So my whole frustration. All right, and again, it's not to knock Roger Moore or
Sir Roger Moore.
Yeah, Sir Roger Moore. Thank you, Sir
Mhm.
Roger Moore or Sean Connery, or
Yeah, he
who's
wasn't
the
knighted.
other, who's the other one that was
During our time, Pierce Brosnan.
Pierce. Yeah.
well Pierce Brosnan, because Pierce Brosnan's first film, if I'm not mistaken, was Goldeneye.
Yeah.
That was when he took the
Yes.
mantle.
Yes, as James Bond. Yes.
But he was the James Bond for for our generation.
Okay.
He's the one that I remember, because Dad showed us. I still remember the first time we watched. I think we watched Thunderball. I know we watched The Man with the Golden Gun.
Moonraker.
We saw a couple of the other. We saw Moonraker.
Uh-huh.
Many times.
But I remember. I think we actually saw it in theaters. I think we went and saw Goldeneye in theaters.
No kidding.
Mm-hmm.
We went and saw it with Dad. And I remember
I'm pretty sure.
I'm almost positive. I remember us going and seeing it in theaters. And the reason why I remember that so well is because that was like my first introduction to Bond. And then of course we had the Nintendo 64.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And we had GoldenEye on Nintendo 64.
Yep.
And holy cow, I don't remember how many nights we were up late until Lord knows when. Sorry, Mom. Playing GoldenEye, playing the multiplayer.
Always this odd job.
Well, and then we ended up obviously when we were in Louisville, we made friends with the Allens and
Mm-hmm.
Sean and Derek, and it was usually the four of us, and we were over at their house, and we were playing GoldenEye. We played GoldenEye and Smash Brothers. That's how we played.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, there you go.
All right. So the first person to play Bond was actually an American actor. His name was Barry Nelson.
Barry.
So that's one I don't remember.
And he actually did Casino Royale, which if you read Ian Fleming's books, that's the first one. Yeah.
Oh.
And then after that, they did Dr. No. And then after that, they cast Sean Connery. So Sean Connery was the first official movie James Bond. Barry Nelson before him was a television actor.
Well, thanks for looking it up, boss.
Mm-hmm.
That's good stuff.
Yep. And then after that, it was David Niven, George Lazenby, and then Roger Moore. Sir Roger Moore.
Sorry, yeah, sure.
It's all right. And then I never remember this dude, Timothy Dalton. He was the Bond in between Roger Moore and Pierce Brosnan.
He only did a couple, I think, or even one maybe. One of the guys only did one, and it was in Her Majesty's service, I think.
in Her Majesty's Secret Service.
Oh, Secret. Excuse me.
Mhm.
And he only did one film, I think. And I don't remember his name. So you just went through the whole spiel.
Maybe it was George Lazenby. Not George Lazenby.
So, learning a little bit here, Barry Nelson wasn't a movie. Nelson was in an anthology episode on the television series Climax, based on Ian Fleming's novel Casino Royale.
Mm-hmm.
But he never continued the role outside of the single episode, and the story of James Bond wasn't picked up again until 1962. That's when Sean Connery was, and that's why Sean Connery is credited, for the most part, with being the first actor to play 007.
Fascinating.
Mm-hmm.
So, did the other guy, did he coin the phrase or use the phrase either shaken, not stirred, or Bond, James Bond?
Well, I mean, those come from the book, so technically,
I don't know. I haven't read these books. Whereas Jason Bourne, I've read all of those. And, man, those are solid, too. Robert Ludlum's
they are.
Jason Bourne. Greg?
They are, in fact. Old David Webb.
Man, they are so good.
Mm-hmm. There's some good ones.
Yeah. Speaking of good ones, so my son, your nephew, has devoured Wise Man's Fear.
Okay.
Oh,
and
God.
is almost done with The Name of the Wind.
Mm.
And
Why do you read them backwards?
No, that's the right way.
That's the right way.
No. Name of the Wind is the first book. Wise Man's Fear is the second book.
No.
Yes, it is.
Name of the Wind is first. Wise Man Fear is second.
Right.
No, you just said it backwards.
I did. Name of the Wind.
Yeah, so he read Name of the Wind first.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And then Wise Man's Fear.
Good. Those
And
books are amazing.
he got about halfway through Wise Man's Fear. And I said, okay, this is coming up. I just want you to be prepared. He said, okay. And he read for about 3 hours today. And he came up to me and he said, Dad, there was like 5 chapters. I was like, yeah.
Mm.
He said, okay, I got you. So he's solid, but he has got some serious questions when it comes to, okay, so this magic, what do you think about this? And so, guys, if you remember, you recall, it's all chemistry, and it's all, there may be some heart things about it, but a lot of it is just being smart. And it's just, I don't know, it's exciting to see how he breaks it down, how he applies it. Not necessarily applies it, but just like his thought process.
Thinks
yeah.
critically about it.
Yeah, he's thinking critically about it, which is fun. It's fun to watch.
Yeah.
So I think he'd get a real kick out of talking with you guys about it too, because my recollection is not near as good as you guys. Like I'm having a hard time remembering Sean Connery was a James Bond, but just check it out, guys. It'd be cool. I think it'd be really cool.
I'm down.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's loving it though, and I said, "Man, you've got to." There's another one. There's another one that he wrote. It's a companion book, I guess.
Yeah, I think I gave both of you guys a copy of it, if I'm not mistaken.
You gave Alex a signed.
You gave me a copy.
Yes, you gave Alex a signed copy. I got.
And I gave you. I think I gave you Mouse Guard.
Yes, which is in a very well protected place right now. So. Yep.
I was happy to do that.
Oh,
so
that's awesome.
For everyone doesn't know, I had the pleasure of going to Comic-Con several years ago,
San
when
Diego.
I was living in San Diego. When I was living in San Diego,
The big one.
and I managed to. So I went to when I was at Comic-Con. Obviously, one of the best parts about Comic-Con is being able to see. Sorry, I got cut off there. Am I still here?
Yeah,
Still
you're
there.
still here.
Okay. So one of the best parts about Comic-Con is for nerds like me, because yes, I'm a nerd and very proud of it. I whip out my nerd card. You can go and see and meet with all of these authors and artists and everything else, and
Creators.
people who write and make all of this amazing content, and stories, and everything else. And I had one brew in there, boy. Kind of went away. I was about to bring up another one for judgment. But anyway, Patrick Rothfuss, the creator of Post and the whole world that The Name of the Wind, the King Killer Chronicles resides in, was at Comic-Con that year. And I made sure that I was there I waited in line. And it was actually kind of funny because I guarantee you now, if we were to go to Comic-Con this year, the line for him would probably be around the corner. It wasn't that big yet because he hadn't, he's popular, but he wasn't, he's not Stan Lee popular. God bless him. He's not Stan Lee popular, but he's still popular. And but I remember like waiting in line, and I made sure. I think I had 4 books for him to sign. Are you prepped there, boyo? You ready to go to Walmart?
Is it that bad?
I forgot I had these.
Just breaks out the gas mask.
Alex
like, oh
just put on
yeah.
a full hazmat gas mask.
Oh, you never know.
Nope, you don't.
We're good.
You best clear that there, kid.
Hold on. Good.
No, you check your seal. Clear it.
What are you supposed to do? Blow it up?
Cover the front and blow.
I already did. We're good.
No, you check your seal. Clear it.
I'm trying to find my earpiece. Continue with your story.
Oh, Lord have mercy. God
Please,
bless you,
please
boyo.
say something to the effect of your punishment will be most severe.
Your punishment will be most severe.
Good. Good.
Let the hate flow through you.
But anyways, yeah, no. So I ended up having like 4 book signs. There you go. That's what I was waiting for. I wanted to
Dude,
hear
I
it.
know what to do.
I wanted to hear it make a fart noise.
I think
Yeah.
that's why he put it on.
That'll do it. It'll actually filter it out, surprisingly.
That
It will.
That will filter
Yeah, go
out a
straight.
toxic fart.
Yeah, you won't smell it. But it's charcoal and a bunch of other stuff on the inside of that canister.
Fascinating.
That one's old though. That's not a new one.
No, it's a training one. The new ones I don't bust out.
That's not what we're issued anymore. But anyways, I had I got like 4 books signed, and that was the coolest thing. Like, I got a chance to, I didn't get a chance to talk to him that much, but just to meet him for those few minutes and then have him sign the books. And then for your book, Patrick, I was walking through the show floor in Comic-Con, and I go walking by, like, there's a section of Comic-Con that's like dedicated to artists and writers and stuff, like that are like selling their books.
Mm-hmm.
And I go walking by, and there's this like whole section on mouse guards, and this guy sitting here, and I'm like, holy cow! Like, I'm I go over and ask, and the guy's like, yeah, no, I'm actually I'm the author. Like, I can't remember the guy's name. Like, I'm such and such. Like, I wrote Mouse Guard.
Mm.
And I said, oh my gosh, like, my brother's a huge fan. Like, he has several of the books. He's, let me buy your newest book and can you sign it for him? To Patrick and put,
Yeah.
Sign it with, sign it for him. Make it personal, because I'm not trying to, collect signed books for money. I want them for family. Like, all of my books are addressed. Like, the books that I had him sign for me are addressed to me. The ones I had to sign for Alex, and I gave one to a cousin-in-law, who actually, she's the one that introduced me to. She introduced me to the world of Patrick Rothfuss.
Mm,
Um,
that's awesome.
it's I love it.
So, do you have any opportunities like that over on the East Coast now?
I'm gonna try to go to PAX East one of these years. That's up in Boston.
PAC East. Is that
PAX.
PAX?
PAX.
Are you moving over there, Alex? What are you doing?
Nothing.
Well, for all the years that we lived in Atlanta, we kind of experienced Dragon Con.
Found the second one.
Ah. Why do you have two?
There's 2 adults in this house.
Oh, God. Why not? Do you have a Caroline size?
Not yet.
No.
It's coming.
Hey, you gotta be prepared.
They make them for baby faces?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, for our audio listeners, Alex is pulling all this stuff beside his chair. So he's got a man cave in his house, and that's where he normally plays his video games. But beside his chair, he just pulled out 2 adult-size gas masks.
MC2 Papas.
Well, there you go. Feel better?
A little bit.
Yeah, good. Beside my desk, I have a printer from the early 2000s.
Oh my gosh.
Philip on his right has a Quest. I had a Oculus. What's the one that doesn't have to connect to anything? Is that the Quest?
No, it's the Oculus Go.
No, not that one. No, this is the upgrade of Go.
I'm pretty sure it's the Quest.
So there's that. So if I were in a zombie apocalypse right now, the printer would get me nowhere, and well, the Oculus might make me feel better for a little bit. Alex is rummaging again. And he pulled out a samurai sword fit for his cat.
Hey, cat swords are a good plan.
Your cat is a ninja. Speaking of cats, Yoshi. Haven't heard from him tonight.
He's just quiet.
He's just chilling.
Mm-hmm.
Chilling like
He's off doing he's doing his own thing. He's
doing
good.
cat things, huh?
Oh yeah.
And an oar.
He's still a butt.
I'm
You
ready.
never know when you need an oar.
You know what's better than 1 oar?
What's better than 1 oar, boyo?
10.
Are you still
10 oars?
laser engraving?
Yes.
Nice. 10 oars.
10.
I'm a
Technically
10 oar.
12.
Are those going away gifts?
Yes. They're looking pretty good so far.
I'm a class.
Just kind of sanded down. Aha.
You're scowling, man. What you looking at?
His phone.
What?
I said you're scowling. What are you looking at?
His phone.
Oh.
Yeah, no, I've got like 3 different chats going on at the same time.
Oh, God bless you. How do you keep up with them, man?
Yeah.
I can't do that. I gotta
I
have
don't.
one in front of me.
I just try and like hope my brain stays focused. Speaking of like the ultimate ADD app, do you guys have TikTok yet?
No.
No,
Oh God.
no.
Uh-oh.
If you don't want to lose half your day, don't download it.
Don't get TikTok. Okay, good to know.
Don't get it's fun. It's really interesting, but holy cow, is it a time sink?
I just don't ever plan on it. It's TikTok, man.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah. I just sent you guys another reason as to why I'm not worried if there's an apocalypse of the zombie variety. I'm not going to flash that on Twitch, though.
Good choice.
Mm-hmm.
Good spot.
Yeah. Ain't too worried.
hey, you never know.
You never know.
Good place to put it.
Yeah. Yeah. Dad knows what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, I talked to Dad on Facebook the other day, earlier this week.
Yeah.
Got a chance to chat with him. I think it was actually oh shoot, I think it was Saturday night I talked to him.
That was just yesterday. boys.
No,
That was
all right,
yesterday.
Friday night. Friday
Okay.
night.
Okay.
Friday night.
2 nights ago. After I talked to you?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
talked to him Friday evening. And so he gave me a little tour. He gave me a little tour of the house.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Have you not seen
Yeah.
that house yet?
Oh, no. The house is beautiful. I'm not talking about the house.
Oh, you're
He's talking about the other tour.
You're talking about the house.
The house.
Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Dad sure knows how to decorate.
Mm-hmm.
Decorate's an understatement.
He sure.
Where do you
knows
think
how-
I get it from?
I don't know. I married a
Well, hey,
minimalist.
Mom.
So.
You what?
I said I married a minimalist. So.
Just one. That's all you need. We're good. Just one.
Yeah, just-
one and done.
Yeah. That's right.
Call it a day.
That's right.
Yeah.
So anyways, fellas, real quick, with the boy, he is gonna be finished with this probably before Tuesday, and I'd really like to get him started in Feist. How do you feel? Thoughts?
I think they're...
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me try that again. Yes.
Yes.
Did I say it? Yes.
Yes. Okay. So,
Yes.
Magician's Apprentice?
Yes. Start him with I think you're right. No, I think I might be crazy.
Talon of the Silver Flame.
No. Absolutely not.
Why not?
Too far into the series.
No, dude,
There's
it's
so
like
many
a soft reboot.
There's so many things that he's gonna miss. No, start him with Magician.
Okay.
I love this back and forth. It's beautiful.
All right.
All right. I'll find
Have
it.
Well,
him.
The only one I
him-
have on Nook is the last one.
Right.
I have At the Gates of Darkness.
Right.
So I have them in paperback. Most of them.
Do you really?
I'm pretty sure. I'd have to go check, but for streaming, so probably
Sure.
not.
Yeah, no, don't take it with you. It's all good. Okay.
Have him read those first 3 books. Have him read Magician. Actually, here I'm pulling up the bibliography just so I can.
Magician's Apprentice, Magician's Master.
It's not Magician's Apprentice, because Magician's Apprentice and Magician's Master were compiled into a single book.
Mhm.
Have him read Magician.
That's the first 2 books.
It's the first 2 books combined. Read Magician, or have him read Magician's Apprentice and Magician Master if you've got them separated. But there
I
is
do.
a version. Can you still see me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure. There is a version of the books that are combined. It was a re-release. I want to say in the mid '90s. He put them back out in one combined book. Have him read those. Read those two books combined. Read those two, Silverthorn and Darkness at Sethanon, which are the first three books that Feist published. Absolutely amazing. Just
Okay.
read those first three. It's such a great grounding. It's the story of Pug. It's the story of
Thomas.
oh gosh, well, it's the story of Thomas. It's the story of who are the other who's the son that becomes like such an amazing king. It's not Arthas. That's World of Warcraft.
No, you're close though.
What is his name?
It's Arthur.
Arthur.
Okay.
Almost like
It's
Arthur, but not.
it's all of those main characters that just become so much of like they lay the groundwork for everything that follows.
You also get Jimmy the Hand.
Oh yeah. It's good stuff. Yeah, I can't wait. Like I want to get
Amos
this so I can read it
Trask.
myself.
And then
I miss
after
Amos
that,
Trask.
have him skip over and read the Rift War Legacy, which is all the stories that are based in Krondor.
No.
Yes. Yes.
He's about to throw
Absolutely.
something, Greg.
All right. Where would you suggest?
Krondor's Sons. Go to the next one.
No. Read the Rift War Legacy.
It's 3 books.
Yeah, but
He's about to say things off camera. Just look out.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's coming.
Oh man.
It's supposed to be family friendly. No, the Krondor Sons, the 3. Sorry, I'm getting a little upset.
It's fun.
It's a 3-book series, and it's absolutely fantastic. You know, and it's a great little bridge in between the beginning and the Rift War Saga. That was a little punctuation mark there for you, brother.
all right. So maybe read the Krondor Sons, then go read the Rift War
He
Legacy.
gave you a maybe.
The Empire trilogy, which is like the ones that focus on being in the other world, they're okay,
Get out of there.
but it's a different experience altogether.
Just get out of there. No.
And then
Get out of there.
then go ahead and read the Serpent War Saga,
Yes.
which I think the Serpent War Saga, which that's probably my favorite of the Serpent War, and the Conclave of Shadows are like my 2 favorite series in the books. But once you get to the Serpent War, the Conclave of Shadows, Dark War, Demon War, and the Chaos War, those are all in chronological order.
Okay.
They don't really move around. Like it's not like you're jumping back into the past or skipping forward in the future. You're pretty well set. Like it follows one series after the next, because Shards of the Broken Crown, which is the last book in the Serpent War saga, that's when Pug like disowns himself from the royal family and like is like, forget you guys, I'm done, goes his own way. And the Conclave of Shadows, Talon of the Silverhawk, which is still and was and still is a really, really good book.
It's a fantastic book.
Like once you like Talon of the Silverhawk, there's like a huge break in time between Shards of the Broken Crown and Talon of the Silverhawk, and it's basically like the Conclave has become a thing, and it's just read them in that order, hands down.
They make him into the greatest swordsman in the world, and it's glorious.
I wasn't expecting this rabbit hole, fellas, or this time line. Right? Thank you. It's been fun watching.
I love these books.
Mm-hmm.
I had to mute you guys for a minute. I apologize.
That's all.
No, you're fine.
Okay. Good to go.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I will look for those. Maybe I can find them on Amazon or something.
Oh no, dude. Let me see if I can find them. I'll mail them to you.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Start with Magician.
Alex, you still cut your eyes at where he would have been. You
Mhm.
were like, that's funny. All right. Well, we're hitting that magic mark, so get your dad jokes ready.
The first or the second time?
The real one. How about that?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
So I had to read this one twice, but what do you call a magician who has lost their magic?
Ian?
Yeah, Ian. You're so smart.
I totally guessed that one. I'm sorry.
You're so smart. I love it. Did you hear
Why
about
did the No, go ahead.
Did you
You're
hear
good.
about the guy whose left side was cut off?
Yeah, I mean, he was all right. There was
He's
just
all
nothing
right
left.
now. Yeah. It's all right now.
So we had a cat, right? Have I told you guys the loss of shore power story for my last boat?
No.
All right, so we were in the yards. Okay,
Oh,
so we're
wait.
in the shipyards.
Yes, I have. Go. Keep going.
Yeah, and it's like winter in Virginia, so it's cold out there. And I'm sitting down on watch. My buddy's standing low dispatcher, and we have someone else sitting over in the corner. And we're just talking about football or whatever else. And all of a sudden, all the lights go out. We're like, oh, crap. So we start running. I start running up forward. The other person starts running aft, and he's trying to direct us as to what to do to get shore power back up because everything just dropped away. It turns out that the shipyard bubbas, the guys that actually work in the shipyards, like to feed all the stray cats. So they have like food and water set out for them and litter boxes and all that stuff.
Litter boxes.
And,
Wow. That's
oh yeah, they go all out for these feral cats, man.
That's
I'm telling
high
you.
living. Yeah.
Mhm. Well, because it was Virginia and it was cold, one of these cats decided to jump into one of the warmest spots they could find, which was one of the shore power transformers. But the problem is it mistimed its jump, and instead of jumping on top of it, it jumped into it. So this poor cat just like electrocuted itself and blew out all of the power for most of the shipyard. So I come back up to the office after watch, and I'm talking to one of the guys, and the quiet dude looks up. He goes, "Hey, you guys heard about the cat, right?" Yeah, we heard it jumped into the transformer. He goes, "Yeah, man, it's all right." Really? He goes, "Yeah, there's nothing left." I love that dude, and I still love that dude.
Oh, well played,
so
sir.
wrong.
But so right.
Makes me smile.
He's all right. There's nothing left.
Why did the blind lady fall into the well?
I don't know.
Because she couldn't see that well. Thank you, Greg.
I'm sorry. I almost facepalmed myself with the mic. What kind of magazines do cows read?
Do cows read?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Catalogs.
All right. When does a joke become a dad joke?
When it becomes apparent.
When it becomes apparent.
That one's one of my favorites.
And then, of course, why are elevator jokes so classic and good?
I don't know.
They work on many levels.
Mm,
Did you get it? They work on many levels.
mm-hmm.
I got it.
Uh-huh.
Baha, baha. I don't have a
Uh-huh,
dad
uh-huh.
bod.
You don't.
I don't have a dad bod.
What do you have?
A father figure.
Oh man.
Oh, that's messed up. I'm not reading that one.
I hate it when you got a joke that's funny, but you're like, I can't say that one.
Mm-mm. It's bad. I'll tell you guys when we go off. I'm a dog ear the crap out of
Can
that one.
February, March?
No, but April, May,
But April,
June.
May. He's too smart,
What do you call what do you call an angry musician flipping someone off?
Treble?
I don't know.
A songbird.
Mm.
He snorted himself. That's awesome.
A songbird.
What do you call a small mother?
Micro mob? Micro.
A minimum. Minimum.
A minimum.
Oh my gosh. A man is buying a banana, an apple, and 2 eggs. The female cashier says, "You must be single." The man answers, "Wow, how did you know that?" Cashier says, "Because you're ugly."
Oh God.
Oh, that's great.
Oh man, oh man, oh man.
But you guys are beautiful, and I'm so proud to be a part of you. Got another one? Anybody?
I got one for when we get done because it's
Okay.
not appropriate for this.
All right. Oh man! Well, even after our restart and everything else, I think we are creeping up on that hour mark, and so, guys, I appreciate your time tonight. Thank you. You are beautiful,
Yeah.
Always.
and I'm honored to be called one of yours. Ladies and gentlemen, we are your brothers in arms. Thanks for hanging out with us. If you've been listening to the podcast, thank you. Some of the things just don't translate well, that we can see each other, but you can't see us.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, we had a good time. The smiles were big as miles, and we love this. We get a chance to hang out together. That doesn't happen very often. So. But again, we are your brothers in arms. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. This is episode 22. I'm not going to put the hash mark on there. There's no point in it. But you all have been wonderful. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You all stay safe out there. Wash your hands. Cover your face when you can. And
Wash your hands.
wash your hands. And we look forward to hanging out with you again next week. So,
Yeah.
gentlemen, you got anything?
Go Marine.
Go Marines. Wow. Okay.
Mm.
Alex?
I can't recruit any other way, so I gotta just put it out there.
Go Marines. Okay.
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
You can make your own hand sanitizer. 2 parts rubbing alcohol, 1 part aloe vera. The more you know.
Just buy, or you just buy some good vodka. It'd be good.
Potatoes.
You
Got a
actually
little
can.
Captain in
No,
it.
you actually. Yeah, you can actually can. Fun fact. I'll leave you with this. You actually can make hand sanitizer with high alcohol content vodka. So, Patrick, I know you guys. Obviously, it's you're not using it for drinking because you don't drink. But if you're in a pinch and you need to make some hand sanitizer, aloe vera, and some really high alcohol content vodka, or even like just a really like strong grain alcohol. Well, what's the one that I can't think of the name of it. It's
Everclear.
right now. Get some Everclear. Buy a bottle of Everclear. It's like 120 proof.
Mm-hmm.
It's
like
yeah,
60% alcohol.
You don't
scary.
no, it's higher than that.
The proof? Never mind. Love
Yeah,
you.
no, it's an obnoxiously high proof. You
Mhm.
don't drink it. Normal people don't drink it. There are people that do. We don't drink it. It's gross. It's disturbing. But
It'll kill you.
you can use it to make hand sanitizer.
Wow.
So just so you know.
In a pinch.
And knowing is half the battle.
G.I. Joe.
G.I. Joe.
Yo!
Awesome. Love you guys.
Love you too.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Bye.